Ah, there we go. Finally live. Let me just go around the tripod here and open up my desktop. If you guys are watching on the replay, you might want to give it a minute or two. Hey, Jane Rice. You're the first one here. Just setting up my screen. I do have a delivery coming at some point that I'm going to have to take care of. So I'm going to kind of make this shorter. I have to, just because the market may be trying to reach me. Hey, Connie LA. I saw you last night. Yeah, I went over there to the Juice's channel for a few minutes. I was so happy that he got his charges dropped. Hey, Kathy X50 or X50. Leanne Rayner, happy Friday. Yeah, I have an order coming from my local store. They're having like free delivery Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And usually they'll start texting me when they start picking the order. And if I'm not there to answer, my order could get really messed up. So I'm going to have to keep this like super short. I still might miss it. I just installed it on my iPad, but the iPad screen doesn't show me the same screen as my phone. So if they have a problem and they're trying to reach me, I might get the wrong stuff. So I have to make this one quick. Hey, Kelsers. I haven't talked about Nancy Guthrie in a while. And there was some big news yesterday in Tucson, but I didn't think it would be related to Nancy, and it wasn't. But let me just get a few more people in the room quickly. Maybe I can come back later. Maybe, maybe not. Today was laundry day, and I had to take a shower. You know, want to be clean. Put on some clean clothes for you guys. So I can stand to be around myself. And then I have this free delivery coming. Well, it's not free, but the delivery part is free. Oh, I heard that, Connie. A few YouTubers had a party for him at Burger King. Yeah, I heard him mention that. I think I saw JLR, or I could hear him in the background, and they said Juanita was there, but I don't really know much of who she is other than the one that got the parking ticket out in the Catalina foothills. And I think they said that they were going to be able to go back to the neighborhood, but I don't know the extent of that because I couldn't watch the whole thing. I've just been so busy. I throw him a super chat, as I usually do. I throw him my jewels and my super chats. But I'm very, very happy for him. You could see how happy he was that he had all the charges dropped. And I figured it would go that way. Now, will the civil suits start coming? We will see. Let's see if he pulls a Carlos. Carlos's family is wanting over $3 million, and he's demanding answers because Carlos Palazuelos, he wants to see what's in that warrant that they had to do the raid. But yeah, I was so happy for him, Connie. He's a good guy. He seemed very relieved. Yes, he did. Landshark Picker sent a flower. Thank you, Landshark. I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, my friend? He's one of my friends in the reselling community. I've been doing very little reselling, though, Landshark, because I'm so busy on YouTube right now. But I did open a Vented account. Thank you for the gold coin, my friend. Are you still on YouTube? If anybody wants to be a reseller, go follow Landshark Picker. He's a cool guy. Hey, April and chat, I may not be able to see your lives until the 28th. We are leaving to go on a cruise to Alaska. Oh my gosh. Tomorrow we leave from San Francisco. Oh my gosh. Oh, take plenty of pictures or video. I love to watch videos on anything from Alaska. Yes, Connie, he is a great human. Oh, thank you, Landshark. I'm still like super tiny. I just got lucky the last couple of weeks, I think. Connie sent the Sunday. Yeah, for those that are just coming in, I do have an order with my local market because they have a special going where I can get free delivery. and they're coming between 5 and 6, and they'll try to communicate with me on this phone. So I may have to go in and out of the chat or disconnect and reconnect. I'm not sure. But I can always go back on if we get disconnected. Sometimes that's what it takes. Yeah, I had a lot of videos on Jackie the Eagle. And speaking of that, before I get into the Nancy news, just for those of you that are here now that have been watching me, you know that I fully support the Friends of Big Bear Valley. I totally support the Ojai Raptor Center. I even support the San Diego Zoo, who did the necropsy. I want to learn more about the Raptor Center in San Dimas that was involved, and the zoo that was involved in Bakersfield that donated the eagle blood from their resident eagle. And we've talked about this. And if you've seen all my videos, you know how supportive I am. I even, ordered the pin, ordered the little the magnet that turned out to be about the size of a silver dollar. I'm still waiting to order the plushies. I tried to donate twice to the Moon Camp, and it was closed. The first night, for some reason, my PayPal wouldn't connect. The second night, it had closed. So I'm like, well, I'll donate in another way. I'll buy some more stuff from their store. I still plan on buying more stuff. Some lady wrote me today, and I couldn't even read the whole message. I don't even know what Jackie video it was on, but she was angry. I mean, I've never seen one that angry. I should have saved it just to read it to you guys. She was so angry, saying that I don't like the FOBBV and that I bashed them and I bashed their chat and their moderators. I've never bashed the FOBBV. I fully support them. I love Sandy Steers. She's one of the greatest people on the planet. She's the one that started the FOBBV, the Friends of Big Bear Valley, and started with the cameras and arranged to get this fundraiser going to save the land so that she would protect the eagle habitat. Like, she's one of my top people, And after she died, did things kind of fall apart for a while? Maybe they did. But we were talking about sometimes in the past that they've had some issues with some of their mods. And I'm sure the mods come and go. They're probably volunteers. They're probably not getting paid. There have been some people in their chats in the past that have had issues. I had a lady write to me saying she was in tears because she lived out of state. She flew all the way to California, took a trip to Big Bear, took a tour of the lake where I guess you can go see the habitat from a distance with like binoculars. And after she paid all this money to travel to California and to Big Bear and to do that, she typed one thing into the chat and they banned her. And she was so depressed. And I've had so many people since I made that comment about I've seen some issues in their chats. I haven't been in their chat in a couple of years because I just, let me just stay away from that. And some people have said, oh, April, you're such a nice person. I'm sorry that happened to you. Well, it's never happened to me because I'm too scared to ask them a question if I think Jackie is possibly sick or injured or underweight or she's looking disheveled. I would not go in there and say that because I would be scared that they would jump all over me and just ban me entirely from the channel. Like, oh my God. I mean, I guess I could still watch even if I was banned, but I just wouldn't be able to participate. So, I've had a couple of mods that I've had to remove. Things happen. I had 2 mods that went after each other in a chat one day, and now everybody's upset and everybody's like, F you, I'm never watching you again. And I didn't even know what they were arguing about. Things happen in chats. But that doesn't mean that I don't support the organization. I fully support them. I will continue to support them. I just want to make that very clear. I do mention that I also support Bellowing Acres. That is an animal or an alligator and crocodile sanctuary. I called it a rescue. It's kind of a rescue, but it's basically a sanctuary. And they have hundreds of other animals. It's not just crocodilians. And I've talked about how they have over 5 million subscribers and followers between 2 YouTube channels, an Instagram, and a Facebook. And they get hit up by so many trolls because if they got 5 million subs and or likers, followers, there's probably tens of millions of more that aren't following them or subscribing to them that watch their videos. And the guy gets hammered just like day after day after day. Like Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter, he would get hammered, like, oh, you don't know what you're doing and you're going to get yourself bit. And This guy hears that all the time. He's a wildlife biologist. He knows what he's doing. But sometimes his girlfriend, she gets hypersensitive because she's so in love with this guy and hoping to get married to this guy. She gets so upset sometimes and she just loses her shit. Excuse my language, but she loses her shit with the trolls. I have never lost it with the trolls. I laugh. I'm a PI, 42 years, 35 years full time. That kind of stuff rolls right off of me. So don't feel sorry for me. Don't worry about me. I got everything covered. But if you're watching, whoever you are, because I deleted your comment, I didn't ban you, I just deleted your comment because it was stupid. You know, you have to learn in this world, and I know this from being a PI, that there's a percentage of the population that are just stupid, and there's a percentage of the population that are mentally ill. And that's just the way it is. And those people are free to walk around and they're free to participate in these chats. So I will not let it bother me. Let me catch up with the comments, and then I'm going to tell you what's going on with the Nancy Guthrie case. Let's see. Thank you for the Sunday, Connie. Blessed be the fruit, says Gushy Guy. I saw the nest in May. Oh, wow. See, I didn't even know they had those tours. Hi, Boots Nelson. You are one of my pips. Let's see. Hello from California, says Freddie. That's where I am. Marianne says, thanks for all you do. Thank you for watching, Mary. Brian from Wisconsin, hello. We appreciate you. Thank you for keeping us informed all these weeks. Yeah, I just want to be clear. I do support FOBBV. You know, have they had problems in their chat over the last few years? Yes, they have. But do I not support them? Of course I do. I wouldn't be making these videos and talking about all this if I didn't support these people. Bev is in Tucson. Okay, Bev, we're going to talk about Tucson. Let's get back to what we're trying to do, because I will have that delivery coming at some point, and I will have to go off the air for at least a few minutes. Nancy Guthrie update. I heard this yesterday, and I didn't think this was going to be related, and now they're saying that it's not related, but it says human remains found near Tucson home is not Savannah Guthrie's mother. That's the consensus so far, and I believe that based on what they said yesterday, what I was hearing. Let me just read the article. It says, the Nancy Guthrie case sees a fresh development after human remains were found in a Tucson wash, though her whereabouts remain unknown. Human remains found in Tucson or in a Tucson wash are not those of Nancy Guthrie, a federal source told Fox News reporter Matt Finn. The remains were discovered early Thursday, yesterday, August 13th, near Interstate 10 and Silver Lake Road, and were mostly bones. Tucson police said the remains had been there for an extended period of time. The Pena County Office of the Medical Examiner took custody of them to work out the person's identity and cause of death. Finn shared that the federal source's confirmation, or Finn shared the federal source's confirmation after a local report triggered questions about whether the remains could be linked to Guthrie. Now, there's a little bit more. The Tucson Police Department said officers received a report about the remains early Thursday. They were found in a wash off of South Santa Cruz Lane near Interstate 10 and Silver Lake Road. According to KOLD, also known as 13 News, the remains were mostly bones and appeared to have been at the location for an extended period of time. Police said the case is being handled as an unknown death. The Pima County Office of the Medical Examiner recovered the remains and will determine their identity and cause of death. The remains were therefore not treated as someone who had recently been carried into the area by flooding. No identity had been publicly released when the local reports appeared. Yes. Let me see what I missed. Yes, they did. We still have a lot of problems, Brian. He asked, did the Brewers beat the Dodgers yesterday? Yeah, I never wanted Diaz during the offseason. That's like $71 million or something, and I never wanted Kyle Tucker either. and both have been a colossal disaster. Kyle Tucker, that's going to cost them $240 million, and I think Edwin Diaz is between $69 and $71 million, and they're both washed. So yeah. Freddie, well, how did you like the 100-degree weather 3 days in a row out here in Riverside County? I'm not in Riverside County. I'm sorry you went through that. First time visiting your stream, now I subscribe. Thank you. Hello, Mike. Welcome in. So yeah, that's the latest. The bones, they're not hers. Now, also, the FBI, they have returned to the scene of the crime, or close to the scene of the crime. They have been seen by neighbors looking at, let me just point behind this. Behind this property, there is some, just some desert area. They call it the utility easement. They've been walking around back there, and not just behind Nancy's house. And somebody said, well, there's been quite a few of the monsoonal storms, and there's been a lot of water that's passed through here in the last several weeks, and maybe that's what they're looking for. On the other hand, the police and the FBI have received a lot more tips lately since the Sheriff's Department released the official ransom notes number 1 and number 2. So the FBI, for whatever reason, for reasons unknown to us, the public, they've been out scoping the area again. And they didn't make an announcement, but some of the neighbors that saw them before were like, oh, those are some of the same FBI agents. But they could have been Pima County police detectives too, but they say, or sheriff's deputy detectives, but they're saying that it's the FBI. But the FBI, they're not saying anything. But they're still looking for physical evidence of some sort. And why are they, concentrating on the backside of her house at this time, more than 6 months later? Don't know. It's day number 195. Now, did I do a live about that and report that? No, I didn't. I didn't think it was, it's not like a breaking story. But, I know some of the boots on the ground, they're running with this bone story just because there's nothing more to report right now. They're not Nancy Guthrie, according to the Fox News reporter who talked to a federal official. But, there are bodies in the desert, people. People do die, People are victims of homicide. People are victims of accidents. There's a lot of homeless population that live in the desert, that live in the washes of Tucson. But apparently by the looks of them, it was somebody who's been gone for longer than 6 months. I guess that's why they're saying that they don't believe it's Nancy. Or maybe they've been able to tell that it's male, but that's harder to tell when there's just, bones until everything is examined. But they're saying that it's not her. I didn't think it would be. Is she possibly still in the area? Possibly. I still feel, and I've said this from the very beginning of this case, that she may not actually be buried in the desert, just because it would take a lot to bury a body in that type of, it's not even soil, it's just dirt and rock. It's like concrete. It would be like digging a hole into concrete. So I'm not necessarily convinced that the ransom note Part 2 says she's buried in nature, if that's even true. Because remember, these are criminals. And criminals are bad people. And criminals don't always tell the truth. Connie! Oh my God! I'm a dog mom. Beautiful. Dun Honda, Betha, and Dave Brown. Welcome to my channel. You've just got a free membership from Connie. Connie, that's too nice of you. Hey, Jay. And those 5 people, I've never heard of them before. Are any of you in my chat right now? Let me know. How you doing, Jay? This will be a short one, though, because I do have this, I'm sure that my local store may be trying to reach me in the next few minutes. Venus5 says, hello, I haven't been here much. My dad is passing away. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, V-Miss. Everybody say a prayer for V-Miss's father. Yeah, it has been a while. Oh, they just sent me a net message that says, great news. We're starting to shop your order. We'll let you know if any of the items are unavailable. And that's what I'll have to answer because I got some salad coming in for the rabbit. So if I have to go off the air or we get disconnected, I can always come back. 96 people in the house, only 23 thumbs up. I hope you guys are subscribed. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to the people that are hyping the videos. Thank you for all the support I've had on the Jackie videos, minus the few people that have tried to troll me now. But it doesn't get to me. And I will continue to support each and every one of these organizations that have been in charge of Jackie's care. Yeah, I'm just so sorry, V-Miss. It's tough. My father's been gone a very long time. My mother's been gone for several years, too. Let's just hope that he will be in a better place. Let's see. What else is going on? I've got my mojo. Hello, I haven't seen you in a while. Where have you been? I've got my mojo. Your dad has been gone since 1985. Oh, wow. That's a very long time. 98 people in the house on the day that I won't be able to be here for very long. I just don't want to miss like the messages when they're like, we can't find this and do you want this instead? And when it's a delivery, they go like, and it's free, except for the tip. I did have to pay the tip. Well, I didn't have to, but I chose to. So I set it up on my iPad, but since I got this new iPad, I don't like the way that a lot of the pages display. It's different than the iPads that I've had in the past. Like the pages are like super small and they don't navigate very well. But I do use it when I'm on live on YouTube. Venus says, my mom has been gone for several years. It's just hard seeing him so frail. Yes. So JLR and Mark the Shark and all those are having some situation with a guy out at Nancy's. I'm behind, but there's a bunch going on. Oh, I know. I saw them last night when I was watching The Juice. They were out broadcasting at the Pima County Sheriff's, like out in their parking lot or something, or behind the police station, or I should say the sheriff's station. But I haven't seen anything today. And I know JLR, he's got a clickbait title about the bones. I didn't put that in my title. Maybe I should have, but I've already talked about that the bones that were found yesterday are believed to be completely unrelated to the Nancy Guthrie case. Yeah. I think, aren't they going to be allowed to be out there now? And how did that all go down? Because I know that DeJuice, his final charge had been dropped because months ago people were like, oh, all of his charges were dropped. And I was like, no, they weren't. But I couldn't talk about it. And then he came out and said, yeah, like the first one was dropped, but the second one wasn't. And then he finally had his date. Oh, gosh. Now they're saying that they need a substitution. Hold on, people. Let me see if I don't lose you, cereal, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'll get what I get. And the one I tried to buy today, they're like, sold out, sold out. And it's been like, I haven't had cereal in like 6 months. It's not meant to be today, people. I'm trying to like get something that has more than one meal out of it. Okay, V-Miss says, yeah, today, just a little bit ago, Mark the Shark is saying this man tried to get a ride with him. What man? I haven't had time to watch them. I've just been so busy today. Oh, But is it true that they are going to be allowed to return to the Catalina foothills now? Come to find out, this man has a warrant for going after someone with a meat cleaver. I don't know. I'm trying to catch up. I will have to catch up. Like, oh my gosh. So is the three-ring circus going to return now to the Catalina foothills? You must shop at Pick and Save. I have the same issue with them. No, I don't have any Pick and Saves. Not that I know of. Never even heard of that. Oh my God. All right, can you guys see me? They were going to substitute it with something that is not even the same close thing to that item. So you didn't lose me, because if I get another pop-up like that, I'll just be able to go over there and, say yay or nay, and then we'll still be good. Am I still here? Can someone just say in the chat that I'm still here, that you guys can see me? In my opinion, I feel like this whole case was botched on purpose. I really hope the FBI is investigating Nanos. Could be, Kelsers. I've been starting to think that from kind of early on in the case, since the crime scene was so messed up by the sheriff, I mean. Oh, you're here. Okay. Wow. I was like, oh my God. I don't want to get a bunch of groceries that I can't afford, and half the stuff is the wrong item, or I don't get the salad for the bunny, because that's most important. And of course, now that I'm on the air, the DWP, they've just got the air. Oh my God. Here's another one. Review substitution. I only ordered a couple things. And they use the little half bags now, because when they got rid of the plastic bags, the paper ones with the handles, they were always breaking, and people were dropping all their groceries and getting upset, I guess. So they have these little half one now, these little half-size bags, but they have stronger, like, rope handles. They're paper, but they look like rope. And those bags, they might put 1 or 2 items in each bag, and you get 3 or 4 bags, and it's like $80 to $100. And I'm like, okay, I got enough. Oh my God, they're saying it again. It's the three-ring circus comment I needed, April. Thank you. I laughed. That's what I'm wondering, like, because I heard the Jews saying something about them being able to go back there, but I didn't get the whole story, because I was in and out of his chat. And, I'm so busy with YouTube now. It's not that I'm ignoring everybody. I'm busy. It's going to melt. And Jim have been. Okay. The neighborhood today, like parking lot again. It's out in Tucson last night. I'm breaking it. Can you? I'm breaking it. Okay. Did we lose the internet? Did we lose the internet? Okay, let me go out and come back in.